Well, let's talk now to Muzaffar Chishti, Senior Fellow at the US think tank, the Migration Policy Institute. Welcome, good to see you. The White House describing these protests as an insurrection. Is it?
Well, I think the White House is trying to begin laying the groundwork for invoking the Insurrection Act. I think that's part of what the standoff is about. Insurrection Act requires either an invasion or a rebellion within the country. So they're trying to, I think, create the feeling that there's a rebellion going on of a scale that warrants Insurrection Act's invocation. This was going to likely happen. I think it's happened sooner than later once the Trump administration decided to notch up their ambition of arresting 3,000 people a day. That had to be put on a war footing. And I think that's sort of, we are seeing at display here. The administration was disappointed that they couldn't get the numbers, and they're doing everything now to get the numbers.
Is this response heavy-handed or the rightful enforcement of the law?
Well, I think the problem with this is that even if it's lawful, it's overreaching. And because the numbers that you get with a mass high-profile raid like this is very small, like with all the operations that took place on Friday and Saturday, with all the world media attention that has garnered, with the political standoff between the governor and the Trump administration, they arrested about 150 people. So when you look at the yield compared to the resources that are put to display and the political and the social cost, it seems like a low yield to me.
We're all brought up to think of America, the United States, as a country of immigrants. How does this particular chapter fit into that history?
Well, we knew that the Trump 2 administration was not going to be pretty with respect to showing ourselves as a nation of immigrants. He believes that he won the re-election. He believes he won the first election on the basis of immigration as a calling card, and he is keeping his word. It obviously is not a good optics, either for our own domestic scene and certainly not on the international scene, but it should not be a surprise.
Will this crackdown work?
I think it will probably work in notching up the numbers. I think we have seen that already in the last month or so. But arrests do not equate deportations, which is mass deportations, finally his ambition. Because to move from arrest to deportation, there is this big obstacle called due process. People who are arrested have to be given hearings. They have to be given hearings before immigration judges. That court system is backlogged. We are running out of detention facility. So there's a lot between the cup and the lip from arrest to deportation. So I think that's one of the problems.
Muzaffar, thank you very much indeed for coming on the programme. Muzaffar Chishti, the Senior Fellow at the US think tank, the Migration Policy Institute.